Welcome back everybody, Jeremiah here with Michigan Outdoorsman. Video on these two air rifles. These are both similar price points. We got the JTS AirAcuda Max, 25 caliber. Then I got the Umarex Gauntlet, second generation, 25 caliber as well. You guys have already seen this on my channel. You've seen a little bit of this. I wanted to show you guys what they're capable of for power, and then what we can expect for a shot fill count, shots per fill. So, and then which one should you choose? Because I like one other over the other, and yeah, I'll find out which one is better at the end of this video, I guess, but I've never put them head to head yet. We'll be shooting the FX pellets. These are 34 grain, and that will be what we're using for our testing. I'll do a little bit of in-depth here on both guns. We've got, with the Umarex second generation, its regulated pressure is 2100 PSI. It's got a 4500 PSI tank, and it's 24 cubic inches, so it's a lot larger than this one here. So it can hold more air, and it can hold it at a higher pressure. Adjustable cheek piece, adjustable trigger, which can actually adjust really, really nicely. Not an adjustable hammer spring. The regulator is not adjustable. And we do have a shrouded, moderated barrel. The cool thing about this rifle is it allows a dovetail or a Picatinny for the scope mounts. It has either option, which I think is super sweet. It's got a barrel band here that allows it to be somewhat rigid. It's pretty light. I forget what the official weight is. I don't know if it's 6 or 8 pounds, 6.8 or 8.8. Comes with 2 mags, 2 10 or 2 8-shot round magazines. The JTS AirAcuda looks really nice. I think it's just a touch lighter. Comes in a little bit lighter. It's got a 330 or a 300 cc tank with a max fill pressure of 3200 PSI. This rifle here has an adjustable regulator and adjustable hammer spring. You've probably already seen my video. I'll link it over here to check out how I got the power that we'll be seeing this gun perform at today. This is with some modifications. It's not heavily modified by any means, but this JTS AirAcuda essentially I think was regulated before I touched it at 20, I can't even tell you what it was at. It might have been 1800 PSI, I can't even remember. So it wasn't as much as this, if I remember correctly, but we adjusted it now to where I have this thing regulated, I think at 2800 PSI right now. We'll have to fill it up and see what the max regulation is on it. They both have Foster QD for the fills again. This one's got a really smooth side lever action. This one's here's got the bolt, which is a little hard to do. Adjustable cheek piece. This, in my opinion, looks really nice. I like the trigger out of the box on this, but this is also adjustable as well. I also made a video on how to adjust that. You can check that out. The JTS, in my opinion, is made better with more of a premium quality components. This this pellet probe that puts it into the chamber has no O-rings on it, but they are internally in there. You can look through there and you can see them. So there are O-rings still to get that tight seal. But this here, the Gauntlet's got 2 of them right here, which is easy to change, but they also get beat up a little bit more in my opinion because they're going through this magazine and catching on rough edges, and they have to go into this housing every time. And just having the probe itself go through there, you're gonna have, I would think, a smoother operation, but time will tell. They do give you, I think, 2 extra O-rings to replace on this if you need it. The JTS comes with a complete package of extra O-rings if you need to replace anything. It is only Picatinny. For the scopes, I've got the, what is this thing? I think it's the UTG Leapers. I think it's a 4 to 16 by 44, I believe, illuminated, mil dot reticle, whatever. Then I got the BSA. I couldn't even tell you what this is. Adjustable objective on it as well, up on the top here. But this scope here is really nice. It's like their, I think it's their 17 HMR one, so Sweet 17, whatever they call it. But the Gauntlet, or I'm sorry, the JTS AirAcuda comes with 2 10-round magazines instead of the 8 over here. And these rattle, these don't. That's kind of nice for a hunting standard. These are metal, so in my opinion, it'll last longer, more robust. But enough talk. We're gonna shoot for the chromie. I want you guys to see what their first numbers are, and we will can calculate that to foot-pounds of energy. Eventually we'll do an accuracy test, but we're not gonna do that today. I just wanted to kind of show you what you guys can expect for power, speed, and shots per fill. All right, so I'm gonna take this rifle and move it out of the picture so you guys can see. We're gonna start with the Gauntlet first. Clear out my previous data on this thing. So we're using the 34 grain FX pellets. I got a full mag. We're probably gonna shoot a full mag just to see how well the gun can repeat. I've had issues with this gun. You guys have probably already seen my other YouTube video about it. I was kind of disappointed with this. The first shot on the mag was always like 100 feet per second slower. I haven't shot this thing in a long time, so we're gonna find out again what happens. We're shooting 65 yards on a big steel gong. I got 868. $865. 872. 871. 864. 865. 864. 870. So that's 870 at a full mag. I'm gonna load it up. We're just gonna keep on shooting until we drop below the reg. And I probably will not call out any more numbers because it's gonna get super annoying. You guys can see from 8 shots, it's holding itself within a few feet per second there. It's pretty good. Now if I get one that's like ridiculously low, I'll call it out. And what I did to correct this gun's lower velocities is I just shot it. I just had to shoot it and shoot it and shoot it. I did not do a darn thing to it besides shoot it. This gun here, like I said, was shooting like 600 feet per second and all that whenever I first got it. I literally shot 200 plus pellets out of this rifle and the velocities came right up, and it's been that way ever since. We are at 3,000 PSI. Remember, this thing quits being regulated at 2,100. That steel gong just a swing. It's a 10-inch gong too. We're still at 3,000 PSI. So that's 40 full shots right now. We hit 40, and that last shot was 857. Call this one backwards. I thought about fast forwarding this, but I don't want you guys to miss anything. You guys can scroll ahead if you want, try switch guns or something, but my wife said I look too tired to be doing a video. I've been cutting a lot of wood, so if I look like a zombie, forgive me. So we're still at 3,000 PSI. I don't know what's going on. Okay, that last shot was 856, and we're within 1 feet per second of the other mag. Now we're trying to drop down. We're 2,900, I'd say, somewhere in there. Maybe doing that, I guess, can I like using these heavier pellets because I want to hunt coons and I want that bigger kinetic energy. I want the heavier on the pellet when I'm shooting. So that was out. We're at 48 shots total. That was 56, and we're at 855 on the feet per second. Oh, I don't think I was going to run out of pellets already. I did not think this mag would take this long to go, or this air cylinder was going to take this long to dump, to be honest. Mind you, I did already shoot almost over half a mag before this video, and I never topped this gun off. So this is an unfair comparison, and I already know it's going to whip that AirAcuda Max. We are at 2,600 PSI right now. Shots and we're at 848. So we just dripped down. We're just above 2,000 PSI. I would say we're higher than 2,100, but I don't actually know. I can cycle this gun as fast as I want in the reg, the air plenum. Everything keeps up really nicely. We're cold. It's 23 degrees out right now here in Michigan. I'll open another mag here. I lost count of mags, but we got a shot count on the Crony. So that was shot 65. That was a duplicate of 848. 839. So we're dropping off the reg already. So I'm gonna fire another mag. This whole mag up. So that was 72 shots, and our last shot was 814. I bet you could put another mag through it before you started to notice a drop in velocity enough to miss a squirrel. We're shooting at 65 yards. So this gun is impressive, okay? But I almost still don't like it because it's so heavy, it's not balanced very well. I just don't want to like it. I don't know why. I don't want to like it. It's kind of stupid. I'm like, I hate it. But I don't. It blows me away. I really don't like the O-ring design on this probe. It's just, to me, sloppy. I probably never brought you guys back into focus, I'm sorry. But those O-rings right there, I mean, they're already kind of chewed up a little bit. Not really, but they're showing signs of wear already. And I probably put by now over 300 pellets into it, not a ton. That's not that much shooting really. Did come with extras, but they looked a little ratty from the factory. I'll put you guys back into focus before somebody kills me. So, long video, sorry. Could more be done to this gun? I think so. I have the Gauntlet 30 as well, and I've seen a lot of videos of people buying that gun and then complaining about leaking air from the factory. Mine did the same thing and I fixed it. I'll show you how to do that in another video. So you'll want to watch that video, be looking for it, make sure you subscribe and stuff like that, because that video will be coming out at some point. And what I'll probably do on this gun is when I feel like it, have a little more time, I'm probably gonna take this entire gun apart. It's the same internals as a 30, except for the adjustable hammer spring. And I went through that gun, I took every single piece apart on that rifle, every single piece, trying to find out where my air was leaking from. And I ended up fixing my problem. And then I tuned it to where I like it for feet per second. And I am very happy with that rifle. So I think this gun has potential to have more done to it. Like I can put a different spring in there, or we can stretch it, try to figure out different ideas. Put washers in there, and see if we can get that up to 60 foot-pounds. If so, then maybe we expect, I'd be happy with 4 mags at 60 or 65 foot-pounds. That'd be awesome. I'd love to have, I want the most power, and I also want the highest shot count, so you can't have both, but I'd like that happy compromise. So already this gun's doing amazing. Like I said, 71 shots or 74, whatever it was. The rifle's not terribly heavy. It's just a little out of balance. Like I don't think you'd be able to hold on a squirrel very long offhand, but maybe you could. So there's that. Let's move over to the JTS AirAcuda. Show you the reg pressure on this one. I did fill up to 3,500 PSI, but now that we're out, or sorry, 45. Now that we're out in the cold, it's settled to 4,000. So we're not doing a full pressure, but I have been pressurizing this to 4,500 PSI. Like I said, I wouldn't. In my last video of this rifle, I said I would not do that, but I am, so I'm a liar. I'm gonna top this off. I just love this gun. I don't want to get rid of it, but I need to get rid of one of them because I don't want 2 25 cals. I don't need to. I could use some money for another gun. Okay, this rifle is just so beautiful and so well constructed, but really, you gotta have an air supply. Even before I mess with it, you could get 2 full mags. Before I touch this rifle, you could expect 2 full mags out of it. Now, with what I've done, I'm gonna expect 1. But the power is right along with that. We'll find out here. So, man, I love that buttery smooth action on that rifle. I just cleared the crony. I've already got these loaded up because that's all I shoot out of these guns anymore is the FX 34 grains. Left side load, which is different, not like anything great. Thing I don't like about these mags is you can't tell how full you are just by at a glance like you can the gauntlets. But this rifle, smooth, beautiful looking. 876. 874, 876, 872, 876, 869, 876, 873, 872, 875. So we're just below 4,000 PSI. We're at 38 probably. And this rifle's regulated at 3,000. We're not gonna get this full mag out, I don't think. Could be wrong. I haven't really tested. So there's 20 shots and we're 868, so that's still impressive. Didn't really expect that. So we're just above 3,000. My reg's at 2,800. Now, these mags, you can probably already see it from somebody else's video. All you gotta do is just put the pellet in. It's just that simple. Then you just rotate it, drop another pellet in. You can't mess that up. I am debating on finding a different tank and roughing out the stock and making something fit, like a carbon fiber 500cc bottle or something like that. It's gonna look ugly, but man, I'd be able to get a ton of shots. For what this thing's regulated at, it's pretty impressive. And really 20 shots is decent, it's not bad. But when you're out hunting, you don't want to carry, you might shoot 5 shots at a squirrel if it's running from tree to tree. You know, you're 5 shots in, you only got 1 squirrel, you want to get 4 of them for squirrel stew or squirrel pot pie. You know, you shoot 5 at each squirrel or something and you're missing. You're basically gotta go top off again. We're off the regulator now. We're at 842. Still not bad though. 832. 823. 804. 799. Yeah, so in 30 shots, we're at 783. You know. So with what I've done to the gun, and there's more you can still do to it from what everybody else is telling me. Nobody's actually proven it though. 20 solid shots, okay? Maybe like 24 solid shots to be honest. But that 783, you're talking probably a 2 or 3 inch drop at 50 yards. And for squirrel hunting, you're gonna be at that 25, 30 yard mark. You might not notice it, I don't know. But this rifle I think is incredibly awesome. I wish I could take what they did on that rifle and put it on this. I want this action, which has got me started to think, which is dangerous. But I really like this gun, but I wish it had the shot count of that. That's insane. So I'm biased to this rifle. I really want it, but I'm probably going to have to part with it or something at some point. I need to part with one of them, but this rifle is a solid shooter. I've actually shot this at 100 yards before, several times. And actually a little bit past 100 yards. And this thing just, tons of power. It's really the same as that rifle actually, but just a smooth action. Everybody that shoots it loves it. It looks really good, it looks classic, and it's like a gentleman's, a poor gentleman's rifle. I mean, this is, I paid $429 for this. I paid $429 for that. They are identical in so many ways. This one's got the adjustability that one doesn't have for power, but it lacks the air reservoir to make up for what that one does. So there's got to be something I can do. I just got to figure it out. And I did see JTS is making a 30 cal of this, a bullpup version of these rifles, and something else too. I see they have scopes now, air compressors, so a lot of stuff is coming from them. I'd keep them in your mind as you go to purchase new rifles. I really like the quality of this rifle. Personally, if I have to choose which one's my favorite, it's gonna be this one. But man, if I'm gonna go hunting, I'm taking that one. So if I can stay tethered or carry a carbon fiber tank with me or something to top off, I can still take this, but then you just got all that weight and baggage and all that noise and stuff. It's just not as convenient. This rifle I did notice is a little bit louder than that one. And what I could do is still keep the 4,500 PSI fill and regulate down. We can get a ton more shots, but then you're expecting almost half of the power. This gun was just underpowered for what it was, in my opinion. So anyways, that being said, thank you for watching. This is my little review here, and I will be doing an accuracy test with these eventually. I have some more upcoming content for the AEA 35 caliber rifle of mine, and I got an Air Force Texan video eventually coming up as well, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching.